The good part doesn't come till you get to like middle.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I've done that a couple times fucking with Call of Duty, bro. Like, I don't know why I just get on here and want to check my fucking Call of Duty score and call timeout. I've done that a few times, so don't even trip.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They begin the drive with Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Thank you.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the option to give to Williams here. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. The Broncos had 8-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
Talking to the dude upstairs.
They know.
Got to tell me who was open.
When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returning is Peppers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Bro, this game.
Take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second.
Who the fuck, bro? I'm throwing to the guy in the middle. How the fuck did that get way to the other side of the numbers?
Quick change in the situation here.
Nobody is that bad. He wouldn't be in the NFL. He wouldn't be on a high school team at that bad.
This is Williams.
You're not playing quarterback for nobody at that bad. Pee-wee, Pop Water, nobody.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
Fuck.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
You're just sitting over his fucking feet.
Patrick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's try to get back into it. Come on, Matt Jones. Be better than that.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
fucking
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front. And it's
what's the fucking wing looking like this? Because this ain't no way. They almost got like 50 mile an hour wind pushing that way.
Not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Oh, bro, you can't get jealous. I like that. No, some type of route.
And kept right on going. And wound up turning it into a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. Caught. It's the tight end Kelsey for a New England touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So only 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3.
Oh, no.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 30.
Seems like I get one of those every game. Kick. And I don't know how, because I can't get one. I can seem to leave one of them every game.
Probably with a pair of
or at least the close games when I don't need
touchdown
to.
On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated
after
giving up 6 the last time.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
No, if you can't hold it, got you. Find somebody who can.
Here's the option play now to the left.
Fucking glad Russ is slow now.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I'm so glad this ain't Madden 25.
22. I'll tell you, there is no end for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Wilson.
Dude.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
10 more there and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. The
touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, a 20-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 31, Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson coming down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Was sliding though, so he already gave himself fuzz. Them niggas, I know what I'm a fucking Kenny Pickett, y'all niggas, huh?
He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Come on, Russ.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll let this go.
Come on, Duggar.
And this is
what are you doing?
Touchdown.
Good play.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead.
I think it's visually just sitting.
I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it
this
back.
This nigga's just sitting there with his feet. Bro, why aren't you moving around?
And get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
He was one of my plays last time.
And it's now 17-14.
Come on.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I'm heading over there too as soon as it's over. I'll probably jump on multiplayer for a bit though.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Oh, never. I just play this and I play the multiplayer, so I just get on there and fuck with my
scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left.
I just like to get on the bitch and play Spurs, and I'll switch to Warzone. I'll go on Warzone, DMC.
The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, 35 yards. And the Patriots are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Oh,
Again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds.
Hey, that nigga's nice. That's Hayden Hurst.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move.
Why that nigga ball like that? Hey, just act like he can't be touched. All right, Hayden.
To throw again is Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds.
Come on, quit playing with me.
Inside the 40.
He did not hold his feet.
Executed 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official.
They would have stopped that shit because they quit playing all the time. I don't fuck with that.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Look right. Thursday foul.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's taken in by Hurst. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
I was just going to replace you, too, with our boy from last
season. Ready to go. We'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Oh, that was
but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, It's impacting the opposing quarterback, make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
After the sack on first down, Jones airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Pats will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive.
Take his 3 and get nothing.
Anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence.
I can't believe Devontae Parker didn't put his fucking hands up. That shit went right over his hands, bro. Like, that's the fucking ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got his man, Thornton. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown. New England.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there.
Hey, that's the same shit I was in. When you hit me put that bomb with Sutton, when Duggar was standing still, I was in 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, probably scratch that shit too.
And taken down just
I've been trying to run this still, but I got killed with it when I played Eagles. He was whooping that shit, and then you just slapped me over the head too. So I don't know. I got to figure out a way to adjust that shit, or I'm about to have to scratch that shit because I can't keep giving up 30s on cover 6. That's supposed to be the play where you don't give up the 30.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
I don't know how everybody else gets running in.
Those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized
Niggas
they
rushing.
got to get to it and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
No first, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Man. What in the animation was that?
Finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson is going to keep it.
Fumble.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind,
right,
the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Feed all in the pit. Leave me alone. Trying to get.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
Nigga let you do that shit for a little bit. Now you just every 30 seconds. Stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kawhi Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions.
Let's go. We back in it, baby.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive players played for him.
That's
and
crazy.
out of here is not there right now. because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Fuck it.
This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
I tried to fucking switch to the play right next to him and fucking switching to the line.
Bro, I literally just tried to switch to the linebacker and it switched me to the fucking lineman as soon as you hiked it. Ooh.
From McManus is good. And we'll tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Hey, so not a question for you, but a question for Madden. So if I throw that over his head, is it completed?
This 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available.
Because the DB was on top when I threw it, so that's why I threw it behind him. But the DB stopped, the receiver kept going. So now, if I throw it above him, does the DB still stop, or is he going to keep going? And the receiver going to stop. Like,
now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
This nigga's wide open running down the middle of the seam. This nigga throws it, fucking pass him straight to my
and I know this, the holiday season.
And it's like, you're happy because you got the pick, but it's like, but you know why my nigga's hollering? Because what the fuck is that?
He may have to announce.
If anything, let me come up and smack that nigga and the ball comes out or some shit. You know, like, that's an NFL play. All these fucking picks, though. We can touch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last
crazy.
drive.
Really?
Look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picking out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's got this down to the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Williams running left. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Why did he run away?
Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the
I didn't
afternoon.
see that shit coming.
Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Nowhere to be found.
So what a comeback here.
Bro, this is that shit. I'm throwing that same route. You guys are fucking sitting on top of it, fucking just catching that bitch every time. You're throwing that bitch and taking that bitch for 7. I understand. We're literally throwing the same fucking route. The same coverages.
Some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Come on, offense. I talked good about y'all earlier today.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw is Jones. Finding Kelsey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones. Complete to Boyd. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Jones. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Jones looking around. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's Jones to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Jones will sneak it, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
You know, that bitch went fast as fuck all of a sudden.
At the line, ready to go. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, would shock me to see them take another deep shot.
Good game, bro.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime. They have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in a very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And
the fake handshake, snake tendency. I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Big house at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play,